Hello everyone, Booster Studios here again with a video. And yes, this is not a rant video this time. This is actually me reviewing a new update, which I'm pretty sure everyone else already did by now. I know this is late, but I feel like just recently I want to make a video talking about the new update and why I love this new update so much. So, let's begin with this new Terraria 1.4.4 update. So, what does the new Terraria 1.4.4 update add in? Well, they added a lot of cool stuff in there. So let's get to the first thing they added in. New items. Now, I know that there's a lot new items that you can get now, and considering like now you can really build your house out of freaking sea stuff, which is fucking cool by the way. And not only that, there's even some new unique items too. Even some new unique items that you can get as well, which I'll explain in the second reason. But the two most unique items is there's this frying pan weapon which you can only get in the new secret seed, which I will explain in the next reason. And you have to kill a secret boss to get it too. And then we got this other weapon, which is a sword, which you can actually kill NPCs with, which is cool. And why am I glad they added a weapon you can kill NPCs? Well, there are a few NPCs that can actually drop some pretty useful stuff. But they are painful to kill, so you either have to get them killed from an enemy, or you have to really go out your way to freaking get them in the traps to kill them, which is frustrating. Which is why this new sword completely fixes that problem. So now killing NPCs will be a lot less irritating than it already was. And then we get the frying pan, which is actually a pretty decent weapon. Not powerful enough against Moonlord probably in Master Mode, but it is powerful against like mobbing or something. I used it before and it's a pretty decent weapon against mobbing. I haven't tested on bosses yet, so I'm not sure. But I will say it's pretty fun to use. Now we get to the next reason to why I love the update. The new secrecy called Get Fixed Boy. Now, basically people are calling it legendary mode, but I don't really see that. Okay, basically it is basically a harder difficulty considering most of the bosses had different behavior changes, but it's still basically just a new secret seed. Now, what does a secret seed called Get Fixed Boy do? Well, when you start up a new world and you type in Get Fixed Boy, and there's no spaces by the way, and no capitals either, you start loading up and you notice there's like a weird moon, and then literally every single word, including the Terraria title itself, is backwards and upside down. And once you finally load up the Get Fixed Boy world, you spawn in the underworld, and let's just say it seems like, it's starting off hard at first. Trust me, it gets harder. The world starts trolling the shit out of you. Seriously, I started it up with my freaking melee character, who's OP as fuck by the way. He's got endgame shit and everything. Dude, when I started building houses for my NPCs, they died out of fucking nowhere. And freaking Eye of Cthulhu shows up out of nowhere, which I wasn't ready at all. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed is that I got trolled because it really debuffed my freaking bubble gun. Yes, I had a bubble gun with me because I was creating a magic class as my second loadout, which I'll explain the next reasoning too. But I will say though, basically the Get Fixed Boy is basically a extremely hard and challenging and difficult world. But once you get and yes, this seed is completely confusing too at first. But eventually when you get a hold of it and get used to it, you're pretty much master at the game pretty much. And you even get to fight a secret boss by crafting a boss summoner, which you can only craft in the new Get Fixed Boy Secret Seed world. All you really need is to craft 3 of the mechanical boss spawners, and then you can use a hard mode anvil on the Get Fixed Boy world, and then boom, you can get the new boss summoner, and you summon the secret boss who is named Medusa. And Medusa is where basically a mixture between Skeletron Prime, Twins, and Destroyer. Once you finally destroy Medusa, you get the new frying pan weapon. It's a 100% chance to drop from it anyway, which is worth getting if you want to get a new weapon. I mean, I try fighting it normally, but I kind of pussied out, so I used my Zenith to kill it because I really wanted the frying pan. It's okay. Next time I fight it, I will use the Terrorblade this time. Or, as I would say, the reworked Terrorblade, which is I'm going to explain the next reason right now. The reworked weapons. I absolutely fucking love that feature so much. The fact that they decided to give so much love to most of the weapons is amazing. My favorite weapon rework of them all is usually the Terrorblade and the freaking Knight's Edge. Now, you know the Knight's Edge. It's pretty much the most strongest melee weapon in pre-hard mode. But now, because of the new rework, now the weapon is even much more fun to use than ever. Hell, it's probably even good enough against some hard mode enemies at this point. I never used it in hard mode and stuff, but I can bet it's pretty decent you doing a good class. And now we get the other weapons rework. And yes, most of the weapons I know so far are usually some of the spear weapons, the Terrorblade, the Pumpkin Sword, or Horseman's Blade. I know that the true Knight Edge and the true Excalibur and even the regular Scouters got reworked, but honestly, I think most of the weapons I really love the reworks on. I think the weapon rework system is a lot cooler and actually made the weapons feel more better than they're usually not in the old times. Now, the next thing I want to discuss, the good old new biome. I'm going to say this. I never gotten to the new biome yet. I never got there yet. I never found it. I did create a new world, so I can't find it. Still have not found it yet. And I don't know what the biome's called, but basically there's this rainbowish lake called the Shimmer. And basically, it can do different things. I heard it gives you a debuff though, but you can do many other things with the Shimmer. Basically, you can drop a certain craftable item in the Shimmer, and then the Shimmer will completely turn the item back to the items that you use to craft a certain item. Like seriously, you can really drop the Zenith and it will turn it all back to all these swords you used just to craft the Zenith in the first place. Pretty much lessening the grind. You know how you gotta grind just to get a new set of weapons that you really wanted? Well, if you want to do that, just go to that biome and drop the freaking weapon you don't want to use anymore. Boom, you get that shit back. Easily. So, it's pretty much a less grind. Even though grinding in Terraria is fun, there are times it can be a little bullshit. So I think that is solving the grind issue, probably. Or maybe. I don't know. I know a lot of people in Terraria love grinding in Terraria. So I'm not so sure about that. Not only that, you can even use shimmers to have some different types of items too. Like, I think there's that one item, I don't know what it's called, but it basically makes it so you shoot out stuff to either corrupt biomes or basically cure biomes. If you drop in the shimmer, I think it turns into a stronger variant of itself. And then we got the new fun item to use, the Rod of Harmony, which is basically the upgraded version of Rod of Discord. All you have to really do is just drop the Rod of Discord into the Lake of Shimmer, and then you get the Rod of Harmony, which can be really useful against bosses, by the way. Basically what it does is that it really just teleports you, and you can really teleport anytime you want. There's no cooldown. You can just teleport, which can be useful against bosses. And yes, when I mean bosses, I meant bosses in master mode. Normal mode, you don't really need to worry because normal mode's freaking easy. But master mode, that thing can be extremely useful. Especially if you still have a new character and you're struggling at first. Anyways, now let's get to the next point I absolutely love that they added in. The new 3 loadout system. Which is a freaking feature that I absolutely loved. Seriously, I cannot tell you how annoying it was for me to create a new character just so I can get their health to max and even get their health to golden max hearts, which is very grindy, by the way. But now with the new 3 loadout system, you can really do 3 classes all at once in one character. And one of my characters, which is the main character I use the most, I'm doing a melee, ranger, and magic class with all 3 of my loadouts. Seriously, my main character back then, it was just melee. Now I'm really doing 3 different classes, which I love using the most, for my main character. which I absolutely love this new loadout system. Now I don't have to worry about creating a new character just so I can freaking and use this different class. Now if I feel like wanting to use my ranger class or my magic class, I can just switch my loadout to that and then boom, that's it. So now you can that's now grinding for a different character is gonna be less irritating than it normally could be, which in my opinion I like the new changes. um And so far, that's really all I have to say for this new video. If there's something else I'm missing, let me know in the comments. But I want to say I absolutely love this new update and these new changes they brought in the game as well. These new systems and these weapon reworks too. I loved everything about the new update so far that they added in. So far, I see nothing bad about the new update. I think everything about it just made the game even better, probably. I think it did. And again, if there's something else missing, let me know in the comments. But I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys liked it, then, make sure to hit that like button. You want to comment down below, go ahead. You want to see more uploads of mine, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And make sure to hit that notification bell just in case you get notified by my uploads. I don't upload videos that fast, but if I do decide to upload one, I will get to that point. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.